Hello and welcome to a conversation with the ladies of Berman. My name is LaTanya Burton.
I'm Renee Ahmed.
And we're partners of the firm. Today we would like to talk to you about Facebook messaging, different social media, and also 911 calls. Now please remember, our conversation with you today does not create an attorney-client relationship. That is not our intent and is not formed contractually between us. However, if you do feel the need to contact an attorney, you're welcome to call us or any attorney of your choosing. Renee, so I want to talk a little bit about Facebook posting and various mediums of social media. If someone posts something on their Facebook page or Instagram or whatever social media account they have, and they decide to delete it later, does that mean it's permanently deleted and no one can access that?
Absolutely not. And LaTanya, I'm glad you started with that question. So oftentimes people will come in, it'd be a client, sometimes the police, and they'll say, such and such happened and it's on Facebook. Or a lot of people saw it and it's on Facebook. Or they'll tell us the facts of the case and we go to Facebook. The first thing we do when we're starting an investigation is we often do look at your social media. Now, sometimes people will think, I'm going to delete that. It's never permanently deleted. We live in a time now where not only is it stored on your phone, it's in the cloud. And places like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, what's the other one, Snapchat, even though you have deleted it from your phone or your computer, it has not been deleted from the cloud and from the server. So when you think it's gone, you no longer see it. I may not be able to see it immediately if I look on your page. However, with a strong subpoena, I can see it. It can be pulled off that server.
So what you're saying, Renee, is if my family and I are playing around and I have a gun or play gun or whatever, and money, and we're playing like big bad gangsters or whatever, if someone like a future employer or a judge that may be sentencing me, even though those photos may not be relevant to the case that's before him or her, they can still be brought in as aggravation against me?
Absolutely. Now, I don't know if your employer has a strong enough background check to do that, but I absolutely know that judges, state's attorneys do, even criminal defense attorneys, we subpoena material. So oftentimes we'll see things and we'll say, oh, you know what, it's really not that bad. And then the state will come and say, well, here's a picture of your client holding a gun. You'll think, well, I deleted that picture. How did they get it? Because it's never, ever deleted. So you should be careful in what you're posting. Even on Snapchat, LaTanya, sometimes people will post things because they say, oh, it disappears. It does not disappear. It's still there.
And possibly other people can post to your account.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now let's move to 911 calls. So, Renee, what is the process? If I called 911, is it just me and that one operator talking, or could it be other people that I'm speaking to or I'm not aware that are there listening in on the call? How does that work?
So, LaTanya, first of all, I just want to say we do want you to call 911 if you perceive an emergency, you witness something, or you're the victim of a crime. We do want you to contact 911. But we also want you to know what occurs when you call 911. So, depending on which agency you call, you may have several people on that one call. So the way it will work, LaTanya, is the first person will take down information when you call 911. So they'll say, hello, 911 for whatever agency. And then while you're reporting, someone is pinging your cell phone or your landline to know where you're located. That's why if you call 911 by accident and then you hang up, they come automatically because they know where you are. So someone's pinging your address. The next person is talking to police, fire, ambulance to get them to come out. But while you're on that call also, remember you're speaking to someone, and that person is probably asking you a bunch of questions. So you're talking to several different people at one time throughout that 911 call. LaTanya, can you explain to our audience why that's important?
Well, it's important because let's say you're reporting some type of crime, and you may not want people to know it's you who are talking, where you are, and your personal information. You're trying to be a good Samaritan and report a crime. Well, you have to at least say I don't want to leave my name and I don't want to tell you where I am. I just want to report the crime. Because if you lie about it, let's say you say you're another person or you're at a location where you're not actually, now you're starting to look suspicious to law enforcement. So there's a person constantly interrogating you, there's another person pinging where you are, and there's another person giving the information you're giving to person number one to the police, fire, or rescue. So don't lie. If you don't want them knowing anything about you personally, just say, I decline to give that information. That way you yourself won't end up becoming a suspect of some type of crime.
And Latanya, can 911 calls be used in court?
Absolutely, and most times they are used in court. So as we said earlier, this information is only to inform you, educate you. It's our desire that you're just informed about your rights. However, as Renee stated earlier, please call 911 if there's an emergency, you feel unsafe. This video is not intended to tell you not to call 911, just to give you information about it. Because at the end of the day, the thing that Renee and I want to do for you is we fight for you.